Hi guys, Arsenal14251, just going to do a very quick video on how to solve simultaneous equations. This could be relevant to anyone doing GCSE because this can come up, I think, on pretty much any board. This is an Excel paper, however I believe it could come up in AQA and also OCR. It's a 4-mark question, so it's worth quite a lot of marks for the amount of time it should take you, should you know what to do, which hopefully this video should help you with. So basically here we have an equation, 2 lines in the equation, and basically the aim is to eliminate either the y values or the x values. In this case I've chosen to eliminate the y values, however I will show you in the second part of the video how to eliminate the x values as well. But basically if we go, what we have to do is to eliminate the y values, we have to make them the same. Now how we do this in this case is we're going to pick the lowest number which they're basically going to meet at, so to speak. So we're going to do 2y times 3 is going to give 6y. If we do 3y times 2, it's going to give us minus 6y. So obviously you have to do that to the whole equation as well. That this is shown below. If you go 5y times 3, it's going to give you 15x. If you go 2y times 3, it's going to give you 6y. If you go 11 times 3, it's going to give you 33. If you go 4x times 2, it's going to give you 8x. If you go minus 3 times 2, it's going to give you minus 6y. If you go 18 times 2, it's going to give you 36. So here we have the equations again, and all we've done is multiplied them, and we've made the 6y's the same. So this is basically the important line here. Now what we have to do, as you can see here, is we have to choose whether to make this a minus or a plus equation, where basically we minus or plus the whole equation to basically, first of all, eliminate the 6y's. So in this case we're going to have to use plus, because if we were to use minus it would be 6y minus minus 6, that would give us positive, and that would leave us with 6y's, and we don't want to be left, it would leave us with some y values, and we don't want to be left with y's. So in this case we're going to choose to plus them, because if you go 6y plus minus 6, it's going to give us nothing. So as you can see here, the x's have been the y's have been eliminated. We're left with 23x, because if you go 15x plus 8x, it's going to give you 23, and we're left with 33 and 36, which is going to give 69. As you can see, the 6y values are completely gone and eliminated. If you then just a simple case of rearranging the equation, you're just going to move the 23 to the other side. It's going to give you, as shown here, 69 divided by 23. The answer is going to be x equals 3. X equals 3. That's 2 marks, and you know that can be done in a minute, half a minute. You know, very very quickly. So the second part of the equation is finding the y value. Now we've found the x value. To find the y value, all we have to do is insert the x value into the equation, as you can into either the top line or the bottom line of the equation. Now I picked the top line because to me that looks easier, because I don't see any negative numbers. So as you can see, if you insert it to the first line of the equation, you go 5x times 3. It's going to give you 15 plus 2y equals 11. Now as you can see, again, it's just a simple case of rearranging the formula and rearranging the equation. And if you go 2y equals 11 minus 15. As we move the 15 to the other side, it becomes a negative number. Below it's just showing basically 2y equals minus 4, because 11 minus 15 is going to give you minus 4. Now all we do again, we move the 2 to the other side of the equation to get y on its own. As you can see here, y is going to be equal to minus 4 over 2, because the 2 times y is going to become division when we move it to the other side of the equation, and so y therefore is going to be equal to minus 2. Now as you can see here, those are the answers, and that is 4 marks very very easily, obviously if you know how to do it. Now of course there's another way to do this. You can make the x values the same, which I'm going to show you here. So to make the x values the same, you have to times by 4 and times by 5 on the second line of the equation. So as shown here, we've done that to the whole equation, both lines. So if you times 5 by 4, it's going to give you 20. If you times 2 by 4 is going to give you 8. If you times 11 by 4, it's going to give you 44. If you times 4 by 5, it's going to give you 20. If you times minus 3 by 5, it's going to give you minus 15y. If you times 18 by 5, it's going to give you 90. So as you can see here, we've got we're back to basically here, where we have 6y and minus 6y the same. So as you can see here, we've got the two 20s, 20x's are the same. Now we either have to pick, like I said, plus or minus. In this case, it's going to be minus. Why is that? Because if you go 20x minus 20x, it gives you nothing. However, if you use plus, it's going to give you 40x, which is not the aim. We want to eliminate the x's, not get more of them. So as you can see here, we're left with if we minus 8y if we do 8y minus 15, it's going to give you a positive. It's going to give you 23y. If you do 44 minus 90, it's going to give you minus 46. Now, once again, it's just a simple case of moving the 23 to the other side of the equation. Y is going to be equal to minus 46 over 23. Therefore, if you do minus 46 divided by 23, it's going to give you the value of minus 2, which is our y value. Now, like we did before, we just insert this to either the top line or the bottom line of the equation to basically find x in this case. So we're going to do 5x plus 2. Obviously, it's brackets minus 2 because the minus 2 is what we're putting into the equation because that's our y value. Now, that's the same as equal to that. 5x minus 4 equals 11. Again, all we're going to do is move the minus 4 to the other side of the equation. It's 5x equals 11 plus 4 because we've moved the minus 4 to the other side of the equation. It's going to become a positive 4. That's the same as 5x equals 15. Now, all we've got to do is, once again, a bit of division here. We literally just do 15 divided by 5, which is going to give us our x value of 3. If we look at the bottom, those are the answers. Both ways, either doing that or doing it that, are both just as acceptable to find the answer. Here, so overall, as you can see, this question is worth 4 marks. It's supposed to be one of the more challenging questions for some of the higher candidates. However, I don't see this as a particularly hard question. And if you know what you're doing, it's very easy to get 4 marks here, which could make the difference, obviously, between the A's and the B's and the C's. So, guys, please feel free to ask any questions if you have any. I found this subject, I found this particular topic in maths quite easy, so I thought I'd make a video on it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I can make more videos. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.